Absolutely. Members, without objection, we do have a guest that had requested to speak on this bill. So without objection, we will go out of session and bring up Mr. Creswell and just have a seat there and make sure that your microphone is on and state your name and who you represent for the record. And then you'll have 3 minutes for a statement, and we'll open it up for any questions.
Hi, my name is Rob Creswell. I'm here on behalf of anti-choking devices and a foundation called Grego2. Thanks for letting me speak with you today. About a year ago, my brother was in a national restaurant and in Chattanooga on a Sunday afternoon having lunch with his wife, and he choked on a piece of steak. People in the restaurant panicked. There was just a few people in the restaurant, and one lady tried to get to him to do the Heimlich. She wasn't able to do that. He passed out. A gentleman began CPR, and my brother passed away 5 days later. During my brother's funeral, a friend of mine told me about an anti-choking device called a LifeVac. I ordered a LifeVac the next day, and after a few sleepless nights, I decided that we were going to put one of those in every food service area in Hamilton County. So we started a foundation called Grego2. My brother's name's Greg, O2 for oxygen. And we started our journey a little less than a year ago. So far, we've worked with Hamilton County. We've got LifeVacs in all first responder vehicles. And we have got them in over 700 senior living, daycare centers, restaurants, and schools in Hamilton County and surrounding areas. A LifeVac is an anti-choking device. It is a device that it looks like a plunger. It's very simple. You put it on your face, you place, push, pull. It's an amazing device. It's never lost a life. It's approaching 2,000 lives saved to date. That number was about 400 when my brother lost his life. There's about 5,000 choking deaths a year in the United States, and LifeVacs have saved over 1,000 just in the last year. So we approached the health department and in Hamilton County, and they volunteered to, when they inspect restaurants or schools or any kind of food service area, they take these LifeVacs out and they give those to the owner or the school or whatever, and they're put up. So our whole goal is to have an anti-choking device in every food service area in Hamilton County and in all counties in Tennessee. And just one thing, the first LifeVac we put up, my brother's wife, she had some medical issues. She's in a senior living center, and we put it in there, and in 11 days, a gentleman was choking, the first one that we put up. They grabbed the LifeVac and saved his life. So we're just trying to get the word out, and these devices, they're less than $100, and they're just critical. So a couple things, it's the number 4 killer of any child under 5 years old. It's the leading cause of accidental deaths in persons over the age of 65. Over 100,000 visits a year go to the emergency room. So I appreciate any consideration that y'all could give us to follow our mission.
Thank you for that, and thank you for the good work that you're doing. Members, any questions for our guest? Representative Bolso, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for being with us. In what position should a person be placed before the LifeVac is administered?
So LifeVac suggests that you lay the person down. But at lifefact.net, they have a lot of videos, and they show people saving children's life while they're standing up or when they're sitting down or laying down. It's actually a suction device that creates a suction, so it really, they suggest that, but it doesn't matter which position you're in. It creates 70 times more pressure coming up than the Heimlich maneuver. The Heimlich maneuver is very important. Everybody should know it because we don't always have an anti-choking device. This creates 70 times more pressure than what the Heimlich maneuver creates when you perform that.
Representative McKenzie?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You know, folks dealing with tragedy it can take multiple paths, and as they grieve out, for you to grieve and say, I'm going to do something about it, says something about your character. So thank you for that. And I know it's not easy. Even, it'll never be easy. So my heart goes out to you for that. Question, and you say you push it in and pull it out. I'm a little bit of a geek. So does the pushing in bother or cause any problems with the item being lodged as you push in the plunger, or is that so? Does pushing it in sometimes clear it as well?
No, no. So no air. It's got a ventilation device around the outside.
Okay.
So all the air goes out of that. So no air goes down the victim's throat. And then it's got a backflow device. So when you come back out,
that's when it
sucks
comes. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Members, any other questions? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your testimony today.
Thank you.
Members, without any objection, we'll go back into session, and we'll go back to Representative Martin.
Thank you, Chairman and committee, and thank you, Mr. Creswell, for your dedication to saving lives in Hamilton County and wanting to make the mission broader to all 95 counties across this great state. His organization, Greg O2, has highlighted a need in our county and a need in our state because choking is the leading cause of death in young children and people over the age of 65. The Greg O2 organization has worked with the device manufacturer, which as of today has saved 1,978 lives, and that number was just updated a few hours ago. Anti-choking devices such as these are FDA regulated, they're non-evasive, negative pressure airways clearance the device. In other words, these devices safely remove food, candy, coins, balloons, and other else what might be stuck in an airway. The Hamilton County Health Department has led the way in funding nearly 1,000 of these devices in first responder vehicles. This legislation begins a pilot program which furthers Mr. Creswell's mission by funding anti-choking devices across the state. We're eventually looking for a $500,000 grant where schools, and that's why it's, I believe, in front of this committee, and first responders would have the opportunity to apply for that. And hopefully we can see not only first responders, schools, but restaurants all across our state have this available. Like many of them are going to have fire extinguishers and defibrillators and other things that help save lives that are in crisis. And with that, I stand ready to take any question.
Thank you. Members, any questions? Seeing none, we'll be voting on House Bill 2028. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. You're on to full education.